today I'll be sitting down talking to you guys about how to conquer emotional eating and yeah, talking about that topic. So let me get started and welcome everybody to this chat. And yeah, let me get started. Yeah. Let me cut that commercial off. Let me see. Okay. The first thing is I'm going to acknowledge the common struggles and cravings and emotional eating. So, the common struggle and cravings and emotional eating are whenever like I am feeling emotional, whether I'm on my cycle or I'm just having a bad day, like I do tend to eat more often, like things that are unhealthy or junk food. So, like, whenever I'm in a bad mood, like, I always go to like something sweet. Like, that's my kryptonite, like, eating sweets and like cookies and cakes and stuff like that is my kryptonite. Like every time that I'm in a bad mood or I'm feeling emotional, I always eat like vegan cookies or a vegan cake or vegan ice cream. And sometimes I eat like chips, vegan chips too. And I know it's not healthy for me, but at that time, it's like it feels like it helps because I'm not feeling in my best, feeling at my best. So eating something that's sweet or that's salty that is like junk food really helps me. So but yeah, that's the struggle when I'm in a bad mood. It's easy for me to indulge in junk food. Hello, Sunny. So that's the struggles of emotional eating. Um, mm, okay, so the goal to managing these challenges is to like do other things like meditation, do things that thank you, Pooh. Well, thank you, whatever this is. But yeah, the goal is to manage your stress, manage your emotions, so you don't have to crave junk food or unhealthy food. And I would say doing that, you would do like meditation or do things that you love to distract you from that bad mood, or do yoga, um, do different practices that will make you feel better other than indulging in junk foods. So, like for instance, when you feel the bad cravings coming on, you just you be like, okay, it's time for me to do meditation. It's time for me to do yoga, or maybe you could call up a friend or a family member and talk to them, and maybe that'll make you feel better. Or maybe watch your favorite movie. Or also too, like instead of having the unhealthy foods, junk foods, you can replace it for a healthy food. Like for instance, you can have like cucumber bites um, instead of potato chips, or you can have like chips instead of seaweed instead of chips. So that's what I do. Like now, when I feel that craving coming on, like I go to seaweed instead of eating like potato chips, because potato chips are um, highly processed and they're bad for your digestive system. So like every time I eat potato chips, like I really feel it. Like I start feeling like um, like having digestive issues, like getting a headache, or um, like just feeling like I'm having acid reflux or something. So yeah, I would say just um, yeah, choose a healthy snack instead of eating junk food. So yeah, that's one of the goals that we have, like to indulge in healthier snacks so you won't feel guilty and it's not like you're eating unhealthy. So yeah, or indulge in like meditation, yoga, um, your favorite activity like skating. What else? Looking at your favorite movie with a healthy snack, or looking at a YouTube vlog or something like that. Like find what makes you happy, and in the time that you're like craving unhealthy foods, or just craving food, like craving food, but you're not really hungry. You're just um, you're emotional at this time, and it's just like you're craving food just to feel better. So that's what I would say. Okay. Okay, so I would say at the time of these cravings, you should have self compassion for yourself. Like, acknowledge your feelings and acknowledge what is really going on besides just eating junk food. Like, when you're craving unhealthy foods, like, for instance, if you're craving cake, or craving a milkshake or something, you ask yourself, okay, is it really that I'm hungry, or or am I in a bad mood, or am I being emotional? So you have to find out what's the difference, and make sure that it's not something you're not eating because you're emotional. It's because you're really hungry. And I would say, like, just acknowledge your feelings, and also you could journal too. Like, if you're feeling sad or mad, you could journal it out, and that could make you feel better too, instead of indulging in unhealthy foods and becoming more unhealthy. So yeah, I would say yeah, indulge in self-care too. Indulging in self-care can also help you with the cravings too. Like, for instance, you could give yourself a feet massage, like an at-home feet massage. Um, you could also watch your favorite movie, like I said. Um, you could find an a coloring book, and you could just color in it. Because I know my mom, like when she is in a bad mood or something, like I brought her some adult coloring books, and she just colors, and that makes her feel better. So like, just creating something that's amazing, great, colorful, or like just creating something can make you feel better. So that will help too. Okay, so there's a difference too between physical and emotional hunger. Um, Let me skip these commercials. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay, so emotional and physical eating is two different things. Physical eating is when you're eating because your stomach is growling. It's because you haven't eaten within like 5 hours or 6 hours, and you're really hungry because you didn't eat. But emotional eating is when you're eating just because you're bored, or just because you're in a bad mood, and it's not because you didn't eat anything. um, it could be you just ate like a full course meal, and then like 30 minutes later you're craving chips, ice cream, cake, and that can be emotional eating as well. And I'm guilty of that because when I'm bored too, like I'll just be like, oh, where's those chips, or where is that cake, or where is that ice cream? So I'm guilty of it too, guys, and I'm a work in progress. Like I still struggle from doing this too. So I'm not only talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself because when I'm bored or emotional, like I just go straight to the vegan ice cream, or I go straight to some chips. And lately I've been eating more seaweed and I've been tearing them things up. Like I've had like probably like 3 seaweed packs in one day. So yeah, so we all gonna be working on this to improve this and stuff. So you're not alone. I'm working on this as well. Okay, what's next? Um, okay, so if you guys are in the chat, if you want to answer this question, you could comment down below. Like, tell me experience when you were eating because you were bored, or when you were emotional and you weren't really hungry, but you're just eating. So because you're bored or you're emotional, like let me know your experience about that. Like, have you had any experiences of like just eating because you're bored, or you're not really hungry, you're just eating? Hello, true wholeness. So yeah, it could truly be a struggle. So yeah. Um, and also you can name what emotions you felt when you were eating because you're bored. Like what type of emotions were coming up when you was eating when you were bored or emotional? Like could you name what emotions was coming up when you were eating because you were bored, not because you were hungry? So let me know. Okay. What's the next thing in my notes? Let's see. So for me, what emotions that trigger my emotional eating is usually sadness, anger, what else? Boredom. That's not an emotion, but it's a reason. Um, let's see. Yeah, basically anger and sadness triggers me to emotional eat. So yeah, like for instance, an example would be this was when I wasn't eating plant-based diet. Like for instance, I used to like when somebody used to piss me off. Like for instance, like if somebody cut me off in traffic, or someone was rude to me in the store, or just something happened that pissed me off. I used to always be like, I'll see a Popeyes or whatever driving down the road, and then I'll be like, I'm pissed off. I'm about to get me a shrimp basket. I'm about to get me a chicken. What is it? What was that meal? Give me a chicken tender meal, and I'm gonna feel better. Like I used to always do that. Like whenever somebody pissed me off, I'm like, I'm ordering this. I'm ordering this burger. I'm ordering that. And let me get some water, guys. Okay, now I'm good. But yeah, um, yeah, I just used to always, that would be my go-to, like to order out to Popeyes, or to get a burger from Five Guys, even though like most of the time I wasn't even really hungry. It was because I wanted to eat to feel better, or to because I was feeling mad or sad. So um, also too, like when I used to watch Dr. Oz, like um, he was saying like when you're mad, you tend to eat more salty foods, and when you're sad, you eat more sweet foods. So when he said that, I was like, that's kind of like that's interesting. Like it seemed like it's true because when I'm mad, I eat a lot of like chips or seaweed or something like that, seaweed snacks. But when I'm like sad or something, I eat like more like, or if I feel like I don't know, like sad or just bored or whatever, um, I'll like eat like ice cream, what else? Cupcakes, cookies, and I'll have like 6 cookies in one day if I'm sad. So I think that's true. Like when you're sad, you eat more sweets, and when you're mad, you'll eat like salty food. So sometimes you can maybe tell how somebody's feeling by seeing what they eat for their snack. So like if you see somebody eating a lot of chips for their snack, or they over binging on snacks, then you be like, okay, you must be angry. Or if they're eating like sweet stuff, a lot of sweet stuff like ice cream, a whole gallon of ice cream or something, that means they're sad or they're lonely, or having feelings of loneliness, or maybe they just need a hug or something. Like I feel like when somebody eats sweet stuff, that's one of their emotions. So yeah. Okay, what's the next thing? And one thing that you could do too when you feel yourself being emotional or emotionally eating, you could also write down your emotions, like state, like write down how you're feeling at the time, like state like, oh, I feel sad at this moment, and then like start journaling how you feel, and just acknowledging how you feel sometimes can make you feel better too. So journaling how you feel, and just like um, keeping score or keeping record of how you feel, or when you eat certain things, write down like how do you feel in that moment that you're eating. So you can know like whenever I feel this way, I know that I'm going to eat chips, or whenever I eat chips, I know I feel this way. So you can know, and so you can improve on it. So next time you can maybe journal, exercise, do yoga, do your favorite hobby, instead of just binging on like junk food. Um, oh, and also too, you can for instance, you could write down the emotion that you are feeling. Like for instance, stress. You could put emotion, stress, and then you could put situation. You could say work deadline, and then the thought is I can't handle this. So you could just write down those 3 things, and then you could understand why you're emotionally eating. So you can prevent it from happening the next time, or do something different the next time. Um, Let me see what else. Oh, okay, so after that, you can hold on, guys. Okay, bring it closer to me so I have to keep on walking over there. So I would say have a coping toolkit, and that would consist of like brainstorming a list of activities to do instead of eating. Um, like for instance, you could walk, stretch, dance. Um, you could read, journal, do a puzzle. For instance, I love doing crossword puzzles. So I brought me some um, what's it, car. I brought me some crossword puzzles recently from the Dollar Tree, and yeah, I'm gonna start doing more crossword puzzles because that's really fun for me, like finding the words and stuff. Like it might seem granny or whatever, but I love doing crossword puzzles. So just find something that you enjoy and just do that when you feel a craving coming on. Okay. And also, you could call a friend. You could listen to music, deep breathe. And for me, I love listening to music. Like whenever I feel mad or sad, like I'll find a song that relates to what I'm going through and then start dancing to it and be like, yes, that's my song. Right, right. Like for me, like for instance, um, like for instance, if I'm having um, I don't know, like for instance, like when I'm on my cycle or something, you can listen to something like um what's that song by Monica? Um um it's a song about your cycle that Monica has, and like you can listen to that and be like it's like talking about your cycle, like you need your space and all that type of stuff, and just dancing and just embracing that song so you can feel better and knowing that you're not alone. So you can find songs that relate to how you're feeling and that'll make you feel better. So, um, and also, deep breathing is a good one too because it allows you to come centered to yourself and allow you to be zen and calm down and not be so anxious and just center yourself and allow yourself to feel the emotion that you're feeling, but not um, do like binge on food. Just allow you to feel the emotion and just calm down. So I feel like deep breathing is very helpful too. Okay. And also taking a warm bath could be a good one with the essential oils. For me, the essential oils that I like is lavender, eucalyptus. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, eucalyptus. That's my favorite. I love how that smells. Like eucalyptus is one of the body washes and body lotions that I get from Bath and Body Works. Like that's one of my favorite scents. So that always allows me to be calm and calm down and be less anxious. So Like you could take an elliptic. Now I can't say elliptis. You know what I'm saying, guys. But take that bath and then just relax and be calm. And you can meditate while you're in the bath too. So you can turn on some guided meditation and just relax in the bath and just be carefree. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is mindful eating practices and just telling you some mindful eating practices. Um, okay, so some exercises that I would do is to provide yourself with a small, simple item like raisins or a small piece of fruit. Like for instance, you could have like a mango or what else? A apple, a green apple. Um, what else? Um, like a small piece of cake or um, like what else is that is healthy? Um, you can have like a parfait, like a small parfait. You can make a parfait. That would be good too. With like yogurt, some blueberries, some strawberries with some granola on it, but have like a small portion of it so it won't be like you're overeating. So just like watch your portion control. Um, will have portion control whenever you feel like you want to emotionally eat. So um, and when you're eating your favorite snack, you could also observe like the foods, like I mean, observe how the food is making you feel, and like observe the senses of the like the how you're feeling when you're eating the food. Like observing what emotion that you're feeling when you're eating the food. Like, do you feel happy? Do you feel calmer? Um, like, what emotion do you feel when you're eating the food? And how does it make you feel better? So, that's one thing you could do too. And you can eat slowly and pay attention to the taste, the texture, and the smell of the food. And that's part of your senses. Like when you're eating it, you eat it slowly and you have a small portion and you're actually examining, well, not examining, you're actually um, acknowledging how you feel, like how the food is making you feel and how it tastes, like acknowledging how the food tastes, how the food um, smells. So it's just like you're just getting a whole like relaxation when you're eating whatever you're eating. And it's just giving you a full calmness when you're eating your healthy snack while you're eating it. Like when you're eating your favorite snack, like you don't have to rush eating it because then you're gonna want more. So it's like eat it slow so you you can really take in what you're eating and just acknowledge your feelings while you're eating it. And also when you're eating it slow, then you don't have to worry about like, oh, getting a lot of it. You're just like, okay, eating it slow and I'm good now. Like I had enough. So don't just gobble it all up. Cause I know for me, when I have them seaweed snacks, I just be trying to gobble it up. I'm like, give me some more, give me some more, give me some more. So just eat your seaweed slowly. So you just taste the taste of it. And for instance, I love the salt that be on the seaweed snacks. Like that's the reason why I eat it because it has all this like has salt on top of the seaweed. And I love tasting the salt on there. It just makes me feel better. So yeah. Um, what's next? Um, and also when you're having these cravings, oops, sorry guys. When you're having these cravings too, have some self affirmations, like talk to yourself nice, like affirm yourself, like tell yourself, okay, I'm in control of myself. I'm in control of my portions that I eat. I'm in control of my emotions. So when you feel like that you just want to binge on a gallon of ice cream, just affirm yourself like I am okay, I am well, I'm going to be okay, I am calm, um I will be okay. I don't need a binge on ice cream. I can just deep breathe and maybe take a bath or just do some meditation and I'll be okay. Like talk yourself through talk yourself through um, when you feel emotional and so you won't binge on unhealthy snacks. Just give yourself that reassurance and that affirmation that you're going to be okay if you don't have that gallon of ice cream, or you'll be okay if you don't have this whole bag of chips. Like, just take a moment and just take a deep breath and just say, what is really going on? Do I really want this whole bag of chips, or am I feeling sad, or am I feeling angry? Like, just acknowledge what that emotion is, and then you can take a deep breath, and then you'll say, okay, I'm only going to eat um not even half of the chips. You'll eat like less than half of the chips, and then you'll be good because you actually acknowledge what is really the issue. It's not that you're hungry, it's because you're feeling mad or sad. So yeah. And one example you could say to yourself is, i am I am in control of my choices. I am strong enough to handle this. I deserve to feel good. And so you can just like create any affirmation that resonates with you. Whatever makes you feel great, whatever makes you feel better, like say that when you're in the moment of feeling like you want to eat, like overeat. So create a affirmation that, excuse me, affirmation that will help you through when you're feeling emotional or you feel like you want to binge on some unhealthy snacks. So just create a affirmation, write it down, and whenever you have feel like this, just go ahead and say that affirmation, and you'll feel better, and you won't have to binge on a whole bag of chips. You'll just binge on a little bit of chips and have some self control. Okay. If you guys are liking this content that I'm putting out here or this topic, like the video. That will really help me. And so I can bring more content to you guys. And um, just help me out. So thank you guys. Please and thank you. Okay, the next thing is cravings management. Um, one way you could do it is by delaying and distracting yourself at the moment. Um, and this would be like a 15-minute rule. When your craving hits, like wait 15 minutes before acting on eating this junk food or over indulging in junk food. So, like for instance, whenever you feel a craving of like eating a gallon of ice cream, you take a deep breath and say, okay, I'm gonna set a timer for 15 minutes and do some deep breathing, breathe in, breathe out, and also do your affirmation, say your affirmations for like 15 minutes, or just sit there and just feel your emotions, like how do I feel right now? Or you can also do some grounding, like for instance, take your socks off or take off your shoes, which they should already be off if you're at home. But like take off your socks and walk, be barefoot on your carpet and just start grounding. You could walk around and let your feet feel the ground or feel the carpet, feel the floor, and just um, feel your senses. And grounding is part of like feeling your senses. Like what do you hear? What do you smell? What do you taste? Different senses that you have. Like acknowledge what your senses are, and you can do the grounding for like 15 minutes before you start indulging in overeating. um and some other distraction techniques would be changing your environment. That would be like, um instead of being in your room, or instead of being in the living room or being in the kitchen, you could go to another part of your house. Switch up the environment, or switch up where you're at, because maybe wherever you're sitting, it may be triggering a feeling or emotion. Like one thing could be too, like if you might be sitting in a dark room or something like that. If you start feeling sad or angry, you could go where it's a lot of sun in your room. I mean, yeah, a lot of sun in that area, part of your house. Like for instance, you can go into the living room where the window and it has a lot of sun. You could sit by the sun and um, look, just sit by the sun and let the sun beam on your face or whatever. So yeah, I would say change your environment when you start feeling those cravings come on. Okay, so and that you could engage into like distracting activities, like you could read, you can do a puzzle, like I said. What else? Um, you could do some yoga, like I said, like engage in different activities when you start feeling those cravings come on, so you can distract yourself from thinking about eating that bag of chips. So just create some healthy distractions that will stop you from overindulging in foods. Mhm. And also too, you could drink some water. You might be dehydrated, and you could just drink some water, and that'll help with your cravings too. Like for instance, um, for instance, um, I have lemon water right here, and this is really good too. I think lemon helps with your cravings as well. So yeah, I'm drinking lemon water right now, and it's always good to hydrate. And I think lemons make you more hydrated instead of just having like regular water. You could have lemon water, so it's tasty and also it's hydrating. What are you talking about? True wholeness. Okay. Okay. So planning healthy alternatives. That's what you can do too to avoid the cravings, and then you can have like healthy snacks that you can prepare for when you have these cravings. Like for instance, you could have like a Ziploc of snacks that you know, like you could have for when you have these cravings. So, like for instance, you could put in a bag like some raisins, a Ziploc bag. You could put some raisins in a Ziploc bag. You could put some sunflower seeds in a Ziploc bag. Some pumpkin seeds in a Ziploc bag. Like any snack that you like to crave, you could put in a Ziploc bag. And also that can help with your portion control too. Like once you put the snack in the bag, like that's all you just say to yourself, this is all I'm going to eat is what's in the Ziploc bag. So you can have some self control, and also you can be like, okay, this is all I'm eating and that's all I'm going to have. So after this, I'm not eating no more. So yeah, putting having your snacks prepared for when you know you're going to have these emotional eating sessions. Just have the snacks ready and prepared. Okay. And you can also like think about some snacks that you really like, and also like write them down, all your favorite snacks, so you can do some meal prep. Well, not meal prep, some snack prep with those. Like on a Sunday, you can just like put all your snacks in like the Ziploc bags, and then have it for each day. Like you can have some check mix. Am I saying it right? Check mix is CHEX mix, or you can have like maybe some grapes, some strawberries, any snack that you love, you can put in the Ziploc bag. So write down some of your favorite snacks, and prepare it for the week and put in some Ziploc bags so you can be ready to tackle those unhealthy cravings. Okay. Okay, so we're about to wrap things up. And so, you guys, hopefully you learn from this, you learn something from this, and hopefully you'll apply it. And I would say write down, write down some um, write down some specific actions that you're going to take in 24 hours to help tackle those emotional cravings. And Also, like I said, you could snack prep on Sundays and prepare for the week and put those snacks in Ziploc bags and be prepared for when those cravings come. So, and also, you guys can comment below, like, what are some things that what some steps are you going to make within 24 hours to tackle your unhealthy cravings or your emotional cravings? You could comment below and tell me what steps you're going to take to tackle these emotional cravings that we have. And I would say for me, to tackle mine, I would say I'm gonna start snack prepping, and like on Sunday, I'm gonna put all my favorite snacks in Ziploc bags, and then like whenever I have a craving or whatever, I go and get one of the Ziploc bags and eat it. And also, I'm trying to cut back on like eating like cookies and like sweets as my go-to for my unhealthy cravings. Like I'm thinking to like eat more fruits like grapes, um, make a parfait like with yogurt and some strawberries and blueberries and some granola. Like have something healthy instead of eating something with a lot of sugar in it. So yeah, I'm gonna work on eating more healthy snacks than just going to like cookies or cake, because those things have a ton of sugar in it sometimes, and then also it's processed, it's not a whole food. So yeah, we're trying to refrain from eating a lot of processed food. So I'm gonna start implementing more healthier snacks, like maybe celery and peanut butter, um, carrots and ranch. That's also a good snack too. That's one thing I used to eat when I was a kid, like ranch and carrots. Like that was really good. So yeah, I might start doing that again. um, and also too, if you guys don't know any of any healthy snacks or anything, you guys can like read some books on some healthy snacks. You can look up some on Google. Um, you can also ask a family or friend what's some healthy snacks that they eat, and they could recommend some snacks to you that are healthy, and you can maybe take their idea and start implementing that into your snack diet. So, and I would say if you feel like that you can't do that and you feel like um, you're not able to manage your unhealthy cravings or your emotional cravings, I would say speak to a psychologist or a professional. Maybe it's more than maybe it's more serious than you think. So I would say maybe talk to a professional or talk to a psychologist about your emotional eating, or tell them how you're feeling of why how you're feeling and why you're craving certain snacks or why you're overindulging in unhealthy snacks. So yeah, so if you guys can't do it on your own, don't be afraid to reach out to a professional, a psychologist, to help you help you feel better and figure out what's the root cause of why you're having these emotions and it's causing you to overeat. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, like I would say practice self-care, self-compassion, and just practice self-care and self-compassion on a daily, and um, do certain practices like meditation, indulging in your favorite activity, um, do stuff that you enjoy or make you feel calm or make you feel better. And you'll be on your way to eating healthy and having a balanced diet and not overeating. So you guys can do this. And yeah, um, you guys can do this, and we can be on this health journey together and continue to maintain our health, maintain our health, and to eat healthy. So yeah, thank you, girl, dad, cooking up deliciousness. She's always coming in here showing love and encouraging people. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So yeah, so if you guys have any questions, you could put it in the chat. And if you don't have any questions, then I guess we can end this chat. And this will be the end of this discussion. So I'm going to wait a little bit and see if you guys have any questions. I guess no one has any questions. So um, as I always say, thank you guys for watching, and um, always eat healthy and stay well. And I see you guys in my next video. And bye, guys.